Part 2 of how I would do the MCU's Fantastic Four movie, the plot. Let's go. Now the movie takes place in modern day MCU, and it's a bit of a man out of time story. Why? Because the Fantastic Four are from the 60s. Nothing groundbreaking. A lot of fans have theorized that they will be from the 60s and said that the movie itself should be set in the 60s. I wouldn't go that far, but I would take elements of that. I think the 60s is a great place for them to be from, not only because it's when they actually debuted in the comics, but because of what was going on in the 60s, the space race. I believe this was used as the context for their origin in the comics as well, and I think it would fit just as well in the MCU. While everyone's trying to get to the moon, Reed Richards has greater aspirations. He wants to go to Mars. He believes he can make himself a spaceship that can reach hyperspace. And he works on this with his college associate, Victor Von Doom. Now it gets to a point where it looks like it's not possible, Even Doom thinks it's not gonna happen. He bows out, the government threatens to pull the funding, so Reed decides, you know what, I'm gonna take my girlfriend, take her brother, my best friend, and we're gonna go up to space and test this thing ourselves. Then you know how the story goes. They go up in space, they get hit by the cosmic radiation storm, and they have their powers, they come back to Earth, they become the Fantastic Four, the heroes of the 60s. And I would have this be like in the first 10 minutes of the movie, narrated, probably by like Ben Grimm, as he's telling their story to Reed and Sue's kids, Franklin and Valeria. Similar to how in Shang-Chi, the first 10 minutes was narrated by Shang-Chi's mother, telling him about his father. So where the Fantastic Four have been this entire time, the quantum realm. And it's nothing groundbreaking. A lot of fans have theorized this, and I think it will work really well. People have theorized that's how they actually get their powers, but I would want to go in a different direction. After Janet Van Dyne went subatomic in 1987, Hank Pym turned to Reed Richards to help rescue his wife. Reed helps him with the research, and eventually the Fantastic Four themselves go into the quantum realm to rescue Janet. And of course they get stuck there. This would explain why Hank Pym would later turn to Elias Starr and Bill Foster to help with the quantum realm research, because he didn't have the genius of Reed Richards anymore. Maybe because the research Reed had was stolen by Victor Von Doom. And this revelation would happen in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. That's where the Fantastic Four are found. They come out enhanced. That's how you get these stronger variations of their power. So Sue gets her force fields, which she didn't have before. Johnny gets to go supernova, all that good stuff. And in their movie, they are trying to adjust to the modern world. Try and be superheroes again, this time in the modern world. They get the Baxter building. Reed tries to catch up on all the technological advancements that's happened and realize there's still a lot more that can be done. He hires an engineer named Owen Reese, a guy who's really down on his luck. He's kind of mad at the world because nothing seems to go right for him. They work on a particle accelerator, which goes terribly wrong and turns Owen into the Molecule Man. And Reed, because he can sometimes just be an absolute dick, fires him for being irresponsible. And that's how you have Molecule Man as the villain, someone who's been down his whole life, finally has power and can finally take it out on people who he thinks deserve it, people like Reed Richards. And that's basically the movie. With the right director and right writer, I think that could be a really interesting story to be told. What do you guys think? You like it? You hate it? Let me know.